Now, we mentioned New Age Outlaws earlier. It is a news story. Yeah. It's a shame. I'm just going to throw it out there for everyone. We were commenting a couple of weeks ago that the Dudleys were teasing the idea of possibly like a tag team legends match at WrestleMania or something. And we thought, wouldn't it be cool to have maybe like Harlem Heat versus the Dudleys versus the New Age Outlaws versus maybe the APA versus... Well, you could scratch off the New Age Outlaws from that list because Billy Gunn has been fired. And I got to tell you, I don't recall too many times ever on WWE's website where they have used the word fired. It's usually released or future endeavors.
Dismissed, yeah.
I can't remember the last time that they actually used the word fired.
They seem to be mad at him, Don Tony, from what I heard. I think they had like big plans for him as a trainer or just as running certain things, and they seem to be very passive aggressive with some of the releases they had about him.
And there's a lot of people in the chat that didn't even know he was fired. Here's the deal. All right, Billy Gunn has been a trainer for NXT. A lot of
2 years, right?
Yeah,
2-3 years.
About 2 years. A lot of people over the last year, especially that are in NXT, have been singing the praise about Billy Gunn being a great trainer. So
Tyler Breeze, he had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, and since Billy Gunn is not an active wrestler anymore, Billy Gunn doesn't get the steroid testing like the active roster. And apparently Billy Gunn has been training and moonlighting as a powerlifter. All right, no big deal there. Look, he wants to lift weights, become a powerlifter. You look, there's some active wrestlers. I think Daivari is a good example, who's an active wrestler, and he does bodybuilding competitions. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is that apparently while Billy Gunn has been moonlighting as, training to do powerlifting, in July, Billy Gunn was suspended from powerlifting competition for 4 years because they did a testosterone test on him, and they found that his testosterone level was, I don't have it in front of me, but it was something like 37 times the normal.
Oh, yeah, it was really high.
It was...
Someone said, surprise, surprise, a 51-year-old's built like a 21-year-old. No one was suspicious of that?
Yeah, it was, and it's not even that he failed the WWE test. It's just that they found out he was suspended, and the reason why he was suspended from powerlifting 37 times over the high or whatever. So WWE basically said, look, with the wellness policy and, all of the things that they're trying to do for the wellness of the staff, we can't have someone training our stars that's 37-1 as far as the testosterone ratio.
And having that in his system and him being in his 50s, they didn't want another guy to drop dead of a fucking heart attack.
Yeah. And, I'm not saying it's 37 times, higher. It's just whatever the normal ratio is.
He's clearly on stuff. I mean, his physique is... He's not like Alberto Del Rio. I don't know how he got in condition like that. And I know they test, but how do you come back looking like Batista?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying. But Gunn, I didn't think he was that chiseled or that cut up. I thought he was in great shape, but I thought the same thing too. Wow, he's maintaining a really good physique for a guy who, Road Dogg got pudgy. A lot of these guys in their 50s. The Dudleys are stocky, hefty guys. Billy Gunn looks the same as he did 25 years ago, and there was always like rumblings that he's not natural. This guy's doing something. So I mean, I think Triple H was very disappointed because if you remember, Don Tony, they had a strained relationship. Him, Road Dogg, and Billy Gunn.
Of course,
they actually accused Triple H of having sex with Vince McMahon on a short interview.